So a victory for the elite development squad today.
Centre back, slightly unfamiliar, but at the same time it's familiar for him.
Chelsea making the first moves, and it's not a bad position for them either. And that's a really good save. Terrific goalkeeping from Kieran Slicker to deny Dion Rankin. Rankin got plenty on this, and there's a fabulous save. Mabuda. Good pick out to Robertson. And a terrific hit from Hamilton, and now it's Slonina showing how good he is in goal.
Yes, it's a fantastic save, but lovely loose shift to the ball.
Mabuda again, slipped in towards Oscar Bob. Keeps it in play, just Hamilton. Carlos Borges hits it with his right foot. He's stronger on his left, that shows that he has the ability with his right. And again, Slonina does well.
But this is good, certainly from City's point of view. Early on, having some 2 shots.
Here's Bob, who is an elusive character, as he's shown there. Lovely play, Carlos Borges. Oh my word, how much did that miss by a ball's width? Another really good set by the Blues, wasn't it?
It really was, and it doesn't get any more intricate than this. I mean, Oscar Bob there, linking up, eventually.
Chelsea are enterprising too, and here's Rankin. Nice ball as well. It was a low ball in by Williams. Now Robertson brings in Mabuda. Mabuda's first touch was delightful, takes him beyond the last defender, and oh my goodness me, Oscar Bob, if he was maybe 3 or 4 inches taller, it would be 1-0. Brilliant from Mabuda.
Oh, exceptional, really. That first
support from Burstow, who tried a bender, but set it out too wide, and it goes harmlessly out for a goal kick.
Well, that's a number 9. Sometimes a number 9, if you're not
trying to take on Galvez, working it onto that left foot of his. Hall round the outside. It's a deflection and a corner. Mabuda it on towards Hutchinson. Hutchinson followed by Kane Taylor. There's a go, a brilliant effort as well. Clips the outside of the post. Terrific attempt from Omari Hutchinson. Singled him out before the game as being this kind of explosive player, and he just...
it was an assist as well from Carlos Borges, which I love, because it's like they've swapped roles there for a minute, Sean, but it's wonderful because they're both assisting, they're both scoring this season. But tell us, what did you make of the goal?
Yeah, I mean, it's really fascinating play, you know. City's able to maneuver the ball. Oscar Bob, he ends up in deep positions, false 9s, real wide players, 7s, 11s, but in the goal itself, he's found himself, the one time he's found himself inside the box and the ball's been able to connect to him. He gets his left foot on it. It's not the cleanest of contacts, but it's enough to see it nestle into the bottom corner. So really good play from City, the cross coming in, he gets on it, so City replays with that. I think City's gotten into their final, these can be around it.
As Bob lays it out wide to Mabuda, another clever ball across the face of the generation. Tries to find Breckett. On it goes to Robertson, shooting chance, and he connected well, but it sailed over the bar.
It was brilliant play by Brecken, because he's just stopped the counter attack essentially. City's had possession. He breaks it up. Robertson
to his right, one of whom is Hutchinson. Hutchinson attacking Galvez. Working it onto his left foot, back out onto his right. Brilliant again from Hutchinson, just over the bar, but his threat very apparent.
Yes, you could.
Vale. Now Hall tries the shot, blocked by Rob.
Anytime the ball was near you, but City certainly pressed as a team. The times one player doesn't just press on his own. That when I played, sometimes you just had to press on your own, because we didn't have that sort of knowledge how to press collectively.
In Premier League 2, City top of the table, Chelsea second. A victory for City, and it will mean Chelsea cannot pit them to the crown. So if you do the maths, it will show you that if City win this, they'll only need 3 more points, because their goal difference is so much better than Palace. And they're looking for a second goal now, but Oscar Bob is close. Well, that should be a corner, surely. That was a deflection from an Oscar Bob shot. I think it should be a corner. The referee's given a goal kick. And Oscar Bob is Shea Chance. And towards Mabuda. Mabuda getting towards the edge of the area. The ball's gone out of play. Will Dixon's going to come on in a moment. I think It is just the one for the moment, as the ball worked out wide to Mabuda, on towards Bob, and cleared at the very, very last moment by yellow card was distributed. Here is Bob on the edge of the area, brings in Carlos Borges. Galvez is on his outside. Here is Galvez. Dangerous ball, and Brecken is there! And City have a 2-goal advantage. And I mentioned the goals he's weighed in with this season, Kian Brecken. That's his 8th. And City now have a firm grip on this game.
Well, we're talking about, you know, what's expected of Kian. He's had a brilliant season. Oscar Bob is involved. Carlos sees the overlap, just leaves it leaves it on the outside. He flashes it across. I mean, it's got such great pace. It just needs the slightest bit of contact. And Bracken is there in the right position, just arriving on that penalty spot to just get a nice loose side.
Elliott about to come on. I think Lewis Hall is one of those who's going to make way. But not before City win the ball back. And here's Oscar Bob, and he has Carlos Borges with him. And here's Carlos Borges, it's 3. City with another goal, 2 round about 3 minutes apart. And what was a slender advantage is now looking like a chasm. And the Blues, who need 6 more points to win the Premier League 2 crown, may well be on their way to gathering 3 of them today.
Well, I always felt that City had another gear or two, and we just saw that bit of high pressing by Carlos and Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob on the ball, he just drives and leaves the defender, no choice. It's 2v1s, slides in his mate, and again, Carlos, you know, does what he's supposed to do, puts that one home. Beautiful finish as he runs through the crowd.
26 goals in all competitions, 18 of them now. Chelsea have to score pretty soon if they want to make a game of this. What can they do from the set piece? It's punched away again by variety on the free kick. Hutchinson now crosses it in. Slicker is there for the Blues.
That initial.
Taylor coming across with the substitute Castledine. Chelsea have worked this pretty well. The shot from Mothersill goes wide of the post.
Again, Sir Charles, again, he's close enough to apply that pressure, to force that shot wide, or put him under enough pressure that he doesn't hit the target. I've been really pleased with, you know, him at Sheikh Charles as a
good block to stop Mothersill. City getting bodies in the way when they have to. And we're hoping for a clean sheet. Now, what's the referee said? A penalty. He's given a penalty. Charles's challenge, and he's pointed to the spot, the referee.
Yes, Charles feels as though the challenge was probably just outside, looking at his body language and his gesture. It's one of those, it's really close.
And it's saved by Slicker.
An absolute excellent save. And I was about to say, this is, assuming he was scoring, that is really composed, because normally you get penalty takers, when the whistle goes, they immediately run up. But I've seen him take a deep breath and compose himself and go, and he was ready, which I was thinking is real composure. But Slicker has matched it with an absolute awesome save.
Now from the corner, Chelsea looking to get one, and they do. Can you believe it? It's the player who Slicker had just denied from the penalty spot, Castledine, who has made it 3-1. How often does that happen? Slicker makes the save from the spot to deny Castledine, and then from the corner straight afterwards, no one's marking him at the far post, and Chelsea do make it 3-1 after all.
Well, I'll come to defense of the keeper. You know, after you've saved the penalty and you have a set piece, and that is allowed for a tap-in, he'll be really frustrated, because he'll thinking, we've saved the penalty, how have we allowed a corner?
Hutchinson helped on. It's not a bad ball, actually. Slicker comes for it. He's not going to get to it. And Castledine might be in again. And Chelsea are looking for a penalty. The referee says no. Chelsea coaching staff were adamant. So the referee said nothing